Hello, everybody. Welcome to the MTG Place podcast. I'm your host, Corey, and with me, like always, is Josh. How's it going, Josh?
What's up, everybody?
Today, we're going to do the Final Fantasy IV cards. So, slowly making our way through Final Fantasy. I think the next set's going to come out before we get done with this, but, we'll see what happens here. We might have to do an episode in between to get you guys up to speed on limited format, but
Yes, but this time we have our true, we know the cards almost at this
yeah.
point. Our true thoughts.
Yeah, true thoughts, because we know all the cards now from Final Fantasy. We've played with it for a couple months. I've been having a blast. Solid limited format. Everything's pretty balanced. Well, but before we jump into it here, we're going to pause for a moment for a quick word from our sponsors. Another way you can support us is if you want to pick up singles, do so by using our TCG Player affiliate link, which you can find in the show notes and on our website, mtgplace.net. One way you can support us is at heavyplay.com. You can check out their cool playmats, deck boxes, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, all with their cool Connect play system, as you can see on the website image here. So it's all real cool. It all attaches with magnets, so they won't fall off and stuff. And you can support us by going to checkout. And in checkout, you can use our promo code MTG Place. You just enter it in right here like this. MTG Place. And it'll apply 10% off your order. So please do that if you want to order any of this cool stuff. It'll help support the podcast. Thank you. All right, then let's see. Do we have any news, Josh? Anything you want to talk about or no? I mean, we had some bannings, but I don't know if we talked about that last time.
Did we talk? I think we did talk about bannings for standard. I don't know. Standard rotation's coming. That's going to be big.
Yeah, rotation's coming.
We're going to lose out fast lands for standard, but we're going to gain shock lands. So that should be. Mana base has always been pretty perfect in standard lately.
Yeah. Oh, another thing I noticed from the Edge of Eternities, they are finishing the 2 land cycles.
Oh, in the commander decks, yeah.
But they're only in the commander decks. What's up with that?
I mean, they're not that popular, so it's not going to be like, oh, you can't get your hands on this. I'm sure they're going to still be under like $5 or something.
You think so? Even for the 2 or more opponents ones? Like, because those are like $10 right now.
The 2 or more opponents was finished already. That one's for sure finished. It's like the bicycling lands, like the land types that cycle for 2, and I think another tap land.
Oh, yeah, the other one was if it comes into play on tap, you have 2 or more basics, right?
2 or more basics, yeah. So okay, they're like commander, cheap, playable, or like someone wants them in their cube, like a full set of them that's kind of there, but it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be high demand. It's cool.
Okay, so it's not worth buying out all the commander decks to try and to try and hoard those lands and sell them.
I think the pokey investors that came in are going to do that. So don't buy into that. No.
All right, we're gonna. Yeah, so this time we're gonna see if you can guess the top 5 most expensive cards from 6th edition.
Oh, 6th edition. I told you the number editions are going to be hard.
Yep.
6th edition. All right. What has the V and the 1? Give me a Sylvan Library.
Nope.
No?
Not in there.
It's not in there. A V and a 1. Were the Pain lands in there? But they wouldn't be top 5.
They might have been in there. I don't know. It's not in the top 5.
Yeah, it wouldn't be in the top 5.
Oh, they were in there, but they're not in the top 5.
Okay. All right. I'm in the set. Is there a City of Brass in there?
That's 3rd, City of Brass.
Okay. Oh man, what else could be in 6th edition? I know 7th pretty well because that's when foiling started. So these are like cards that you can't get in foil. Oh man, I'm going to need help, I guess.
2 of them are uncommons
Oh, okay.
that have since been shifted to rare.
That have since been shifted to rare.
But in 6th edition, they were uncommons.
I was going to think like counter spells, but that's not a thing. Oh man. Okay, I need more context.
Okay, there's a set of tutors in the set.
Oh. Are they the cruel tutor?
Not
Or
cruel tutor.
not diabolical. It's oh man, what's the name of it? Demonic tutor? No,
Nope.
that's DT. That's normal. Diabolical tutor's the 4-drop. What's the 3 cruel tutor? I said that one, didn't I?
It's not that one. It's Grim Tutor, but it's not that one.
Grim. Oh, okay. It's not that one? Okay. No. They're tutors.
There's a cycle of tutors in this set.
Is it back to the portal ones? The mystical tutor?
Yes, those are the ones in there, but mystical tutor's not in the top 5.
Okay. So worldly tutor is going to be big.
Worldly's number 4.
Okay.
There were uncommons in this set.
It's the white border. Okay, white border cards. White border cards.
So you got Worldly Tutor and City Brass.
Yep.
Worldly Tutor was number 4.
Was there? You said there's another tutor in the top 5, or just
there's
the world?
2 more tutors in the top 5.
2 more.
Mystical Tutor was like number 7, so that's not in the top 5.
What? Okay. Vampiric Tutor is going to be number 1.
that one was actually rare. So that one was the only one of the tutors that was rare in the set.
Yeah.
And that one is the number 1 card at $70.
Mm-hmm.
So you're missing number 3 and 5. Number 3 is
Enlightened Tutor. Okay.
Yeah, Enlightened Tutor was number 2. So now you're just missing number 5.
Number 5.
Which is actually tied with another card. So I guess I'll take both 5th or 6th card.
And yet I still need some help.
Well, they're white bordered. One is an artifact and the other one is a red card.
Oh, like defense grid? No, that's like artifact. I don't know.
Okay, the artifact costs 1 mana.
Oh, man.
And it doesn't let stuff untap.
It's not like Static Order or Winter Orb or 1 mana?
It's similar to Winter Orb, but it's not Winter Orb. It costs only 1 mana.
How do I'm going to be so mad. What is it?
Meekstone.
Meekstone.
Yeah, okay. Creatures power 3 or greater don't untap.
2 or less or 2 or greater?
3 or greater don't untap.
3 or greater. Okay.
And then the card that's tied with it in price is an extra turn card in red.
Final Fortune?
Yeah, that was in 6th edition as well.
Interesting.
Those are both $18. And then Mystical Tutor is next with $14, and then Armageddon Birds to Fairies Puzzle Box.
They have to put Armageddon in every set. They just loved that card. God damn.
All right, well, let's move on to the set review. What is the first card we got?
We're on Final Fantasy IV. We have a dual land, Baron Airship Kingdom. This is the red blue tap land town. These are fine.
Yeah.
And limited.
It's fine and limited. Outside of that, are you going to play it? I mean, if you have a deck that matters about towns, maybe, but
the only one that like I can see in standard is the draw 4, but you're really like diluting your tap lands. Like I don't think it's
I mean,
too
would
slow.
you? I mean, you're not going to play the green, but if you play the green-blue one, right, in like a commander deck, would you play the other towns then just to make it cost less to flip it? Or if you want to play the draw 4 card?
If you have him as a commander, whoever, the bard guy.
The bard guy? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, next up we got Cecil, the Dark Knight. It's a 1-drop. It's a pretty good 1-drop. It's a 2/3 legendary creature, human knight with death touch. Whenever he deals damage, you lose that much life. Then, if your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, you untap him and transform it into Cecil Redeemed Paladin, which is a 4/4 with lifelink and has when it attacks, other attacking creatures gain indestructible until end of turn.
This card's crazy.
Crazy good one drop. It is played in standard currently in the mono black deck I've seen.
Oh, and there's more. If you have fight spells too in green, so I've seen some green black ones, you can trigger him using a fight spell because when he deals damage, you lose that much life. He doesn't need to do combat damage, which is pretty crazy. I've seen people just like running starting town and just tapping out on their starting towns to pay some life just to get down there to flip them. It's been a menace. I was playing standard last Saturday at Lodestone, and there was quite a few people running this guy, and I got wrecked by him a lot.
It's also pretty good and limited. But the only downside is like if you go down to like 10 or 12, they usually just kill it right when you flip it, and then you're like,
that's ideally, but sometimes you just don't have the removal on you at the moment. You know, you just draw those hands.
Yeah, I've definitely seen decks where they're just like Cecil, Dark Confidant, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
yeah, what's crazy too is like, yeah, you said you just need to use that removal, but you're using a removal on a one drop that
right.
like you got to use a removal like selectively, but like this guy can carry a game. Yeah, if you do have it, then they kind of the opponent gets blown out that you actually like got to remove it. They're down to 10. Hopefully maybe you can do something, but like sometimes you don't have that answer.
Yeah, and usually if they're playing this, they have some way to gain the life back later in the game if they need to.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Or they'll just play another one.
And if you have two of them out, if you have one transformed and the other one not, they have different names, so you can have both of them out at the same time. Pretty crazy. Speaking of a fight spell, here's Chocobo Kick for 1 and a green sorcery. Has kicker, return a land you control to its owner's hand. So target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. But if the spell was kicked, that creature you control deals twice as much damage instead. So this is better than a fight spell. It's just it deals the damage. Sorcery speed though, but it works well with your landfall chocobos and limited. If you wanted to bounce that land, play the land again.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best green removal spell in limited.
Yeah.
If you are like mono green, I mean obviously the other colors have better ones, but it's up there. Like I mean it's one of the top green commons, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's very strong. Outside of limited, there's other options.
Yeah, I don't really see you playing this outside of that.
Yeah. Even in like a commander landfall deck,
right.
You got other stuff.
Then we got Sid again. Kind of cool artwork. We talked about him a bunch of times. Then we got Dwarven Castle Guard. 1 and a white for a 2/1 dwarf soldier. When it dies, you make a 1/1 hero. It's good in just white decks in general in limited. Like just dying into a 1/1 solid. It's really good in the black white deck, but
yeah, that's where you can sack like twice and they get value off of it. I was super high on this guy when I first started playing, but now he's more kind of just filler. It's like okay, I guess I have to play him.
I have him over better than the Coral in my rankings. Like I'd rather have this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
He also does work with the red white rare if you get that, or there's an uncommon the Giat dwarf or whatever.
Yeah, because he's a dwarf. That's a funny synergy. I do like that a lot, but still, like I was really high on just like getting a low curve and stuff, but like it ended up just I'm more cutting this guy more than playing him, but he definitely fills his role. Like I'm not mad that he's in my deck, but usually I find better cards.
Yep.
Next we have Elixir. It's a 1 mana artifact. Enters in tapped. Then you can pay 5, tap, exile this artifact, shuffle all non-land cards from your graveyard into your library. You gain life equal to the number of cards shuffled this way into your library this way.
So it fully recovers your HP and MP.
Very flavorful. I love the flavor. Like you get your MP back because you're getting your spells back into your deck. You get your HP back because you're gaining life equal to number of cards.
But it's bad, right? Like
It's
sort of immortality is just better if you need this effect.
yes, yeah. Anywhere else, it entering and tapped really destroys it, and 5 mana is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You have to exile it so you can't loop it, and you're not playing this in limited.
No, you're not.
It was pretty bad. Flavor, great.
Next up, we have Giat, I was talking about, the King of the Dwarfs. It is red and a white for a 1/1 legendary creature, Dwarf Noble, with double strike. And whenever him or another dwarf enters, and whenever an equipment you control enters, you may discard a card, draw a card.
He's great.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
really
you could play
good.
him as a commander if you wanted to. Dwarf typo, let's go.
So there's all of those equipments from Final Fantasy 1 where we went over, because we're going over every single game if you haven't seen that episode. So many job select coming in as creatures, basically, but they're equipment. So this guy triggers a whole bunch. Plus, when you have equipment, double striking guy's pretty good with equipment. So this is a great signpost card.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty absurd, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely good if you're in the Boros strategy.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have Golbez, Crystal Collector. It's a blue and a black for Dimir Commander, Human Wizard. He's a 1/4. Whenever an artifact you control enters, surveil 1. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 4 more artifacts, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And if you control 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equal to that card's power. Not mana value, power. I've tried to make this work in limited. It's just, I feel like artifacts is always so contested. Like blue white.
Yeah,
Is
you
where
have
you
to
want to
pretty
be.
much have like the perfect blue-white artifact deck, and then like
Mm-hmm.
pick this up like towards the end of pack 3 and be like, now I have the mana to splash it already. Like,
Yeah, and Noctis too. It's like,
yeah, I mean, you
why?
could build a obviously you could build a commander deck around this and be all right.
Oh gosh. So whenever an artifact you control enters, surveil 1. That doesn't say non-token.
No,
Treasures, clues. That's a lot of value. You really put things into your graveyard. You don't even need to like really surveil like, oh, do I like this? You just chuck them all into your graveyard and start reanimating things. Like,
yeah,
it could be pretty nasty
could be
as a
pretty
commander.
good.
I really like, that first text is super good. But like when we were saying in limited, it's just so hard to make the artifact deck. Is like all the job select equipment are artifacts and they're just contested.
Yeah.
People are picking up their paladin arms and people are picking up warrior sword or whatever. And it's so hard.
Yeah, and the blue ones aren't very good either. That's the other problem.
Yeah, rook turret. It's a little slow. It's fine.
Well, and like the job select ones. I mean, like
the job select,
the 2 mana, the
Oh,
2/1 that vigilance,
those are horrible.
like whatever,
Yeah.
and then there's like the
Yeah,
2/2
they're really
that
bad.
when you hit you could draw a card, which it just isn't that good because there's too many
Yeah.
ways to block it.
Slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Next up, we got Kane, the traitorous Dragoon. It is 2 and a black for a 2/4 legendary creature, human knight. With jump, during your turn, Kane has flying. And whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of Kane. If they do, you draw that many cards and create that many tap treasure tokens and lose that much life. This card is horrible and limited. It's basically a 3 mana 2/4 flyer in my opinion, or 3 mana 2/4 blocker in my opinion. I do like the flavor though, because like giving the Dragoons from Final Fantasy, jump over them is kind of cool because they have the spears. But
Sure. Yeah.
so I think it's good, flavorful. I think it's bad as a card in my opinion, but
yeah. I don't think I've played with it on Arena yet, but I did play with it in person. And I feel like you could run it in like an aggressive deck, and you just gotta go for it. Plus, like you give it to your opponent, and then your opponent just sees that bad text and says, I don't want to attack with it. So you got what I usually happen to me is I got 2 cards, I lost 2 life, and I made some treasure tokens, and my opponent just has that crappy 2/4 blocker from the rest of the time. Like that was a pretty decent trade for me. We both lost 2 life. I drew some cards. I feel like my opponent didn't. They should have been attacking, and we just kind of like
you
lose
should have been
life.
trading back and forth. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
that's the way to go with it.
Mm-hmm. So maybe your opponent wouldn't know that.
I don't know. I've tried it a couple times in like mono black, even, and it's been okay, but not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it. All right, we got a mountain. I don't know Ford that much, so I don't recognize the place, but it looks nice. Next, we have Mysidian Elder. It's 2 in a red for a 1/3 human wizard. When this creature enters, create a 0/1 black wizard creature token with, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals 1 damage to each opponent.
I like it in the black red deck and limited. Outside of that, I don't think it's that great because like even in blue red, it's like I don't really need a pinger for in that deck.
Mm-hmm.
And it costs 3 mana, so like I think it's just only good in the
Black red
wizard pinger deck.
Yeah. It's too slow for Popper. Unless you're flickering it. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Standard, too slow. I saw some guy play standard deck. It was a bunch of black mages raws, and then is it Kefka or whatever, the black red guy that like transforms if you have 4 more wizards. It was pretty
Kuja.
insane. But he also did not run this card, so.
Yeah. Next up is Rosa, the Resolute White Mage. That is 3 and a white for a 2/3 legendary creature, human noble cleric with reach. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you put a +1 counter on target creature you control. It gains lifelink until end of turn. This card is absurd. It comes in the starter decks. It's one of the cards that you can only get in the starter decks.
Yeah. I was going to say I do not recognize this.
It's a pretty sweet card, though.
Yeah, it's a cleric. That's a good typing. Human obviously is great typing, but
I mean, and it's basically just a better what's the 2 drop that keeps putting counters on stuff.
Aspirant, Luminarch Aspirant, but it's a 4 drop.
Yeah, but you just play both, and then you get lifelink too.
Yeah, I think it's too slow for being like that. Like the 2 drop is a 2 drop. There's a big difference. In like, I don't know, I'm thinking like definitely Vintage Cube era.
I mean, you could play a Commander, I think.
Yeah, you could.
I don't know. It's not like great, but it's a good card, I think.
Yeah.
It's definitely like they're going to want to answer it, so.
I could see that. Reach is nice. It's not an archer, though. Wizards give up on archers. Next, we got Rydia's Return. 3 green sorcery. For choose 1, creatures you control get +3/+3 till end of turn, or return up to 2 target permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. Fine.
I like it in black-green if you don't have fight-ons.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in a few scenarios where I've won the game with the +3/+3 though.
Yeah.
So like that's like
green white.
Like green white or even like blue green if you have a bunch of flyers like the Dragoons.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't give trample. Trample's pretty huge.
That's the hard part. It doesn't give trample.
Yeah, so things just get blocked, and it's a slower fight on. So it's fine. Like one of these in your green black, or one of these in your green white deck could be pretty good, or green blue. You were saying.
Next up, we got Rydia, the Summoner of Mist. It is a 1 green and a red for a 1/2 legendary creature human shaman with landfall. You may discard a card if you do draw a card, and then it has summon, pay X, tap, return target saga card mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. It gains haste till end of turn. Activate only as a sorcery.
She's
Very
pretty.
good in the green-red deck. I've
Mhm.
even seen some nihilists play it in standard, but usually they just play Una only. But sometimes they play both. But the red-green deck is not positioned well in limited. It's like the worst of them. But if you have Rydia right away, that might be a reason. Like if you could pass Rydias and stuff, it might be a reason to go into it. Because it still is like a 53-54% win rate. Like so, like yeah, it's the worst deck, but you're still gonna win a decent amount of the time.
Yeah, it's pretty balanced, and she goes super late. Like I've seen her like 8th pick or something, like which is crazy. If you get to summon like fat chocobos over and over,
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you'd want to take the Gladiolus first because you
yes,
like you want
yeah,
Gladiolus, and then you pick up Rydia like a lot later.
mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Landfall's great. It's a great card, but like you said, yeah, red green is what people kind of like. Oh, no, I'm not going to touch that. Next, we got Tella, the Great Sage. He's a 3 blue red for 5 mana, 3/3 legendary human wizard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. If 4 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, draw 2 cards. If 8 or more mana was spent to cast that spell, sacrifice Tella, and it deals that much damage to each opponent.
I feel like this would be sweet as a commander.
Mm-hmm. Have a big fireball.
Yeah, in limited, I mean, the Shantoto and the Emperor I think are better just because they cost less, but
You'd still jam this.
You'd still play it in that deck.
Yeah.
You jam it. But like
Yeah.
every time I have the like I have a couple times I've had, do I take Tella or Shantoto? I just take Shantoto.
Yeah.
Or do I take
it's
Tella
cheaper.
or Emperor? I just take Emperor.
5 mana is pretty steep. Like once you're getting them out, then you got to cast more stuff. It's kind of like pay 5, do nothing for a turn, pass. What's your turn 5 look like?
The 8 mana thing basically only happens like once or twice.
Not in limited.
In limited, it's only if you ult the ice magic. Like the same if you do the octopus thing with Ultros.
If you're doing ice magic all the way, you're probably in a bad spot. You don't want to be doing that.
Or you're just win mooring.
Yeah, that one or the other. You are the one so hard, or you're out of cards. But it says to each opponent. So yeah, if you have like a big old fireball, something like that's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
For commander's sake. I like it. It's a fine card limited.
And our last card is the Lunar Whale, which is absurd, like a bomb in limited. It's 3 and a blue for a 3/5 legendary artifact vehicle with flying. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. And as long as it attacked this turn, you may play the top card of your library, and it has crew 1. So it's kind of like Future Sight.
Yep. 3/5 is still a great blocker.
It's got flying. You can get in. It's pretty easy to attack with it so you can play the stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just make sure at the top, if you do want to play it, then you attack with it. But if you don't, like the 3/5, pretty decent blocker that I like. Yeah, he's all right.
I think he's good. Like I'm playing him in every blue deck in limited.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I would still just jam it in any blue deck. So that
I even tried splashing for it because it's got a pretty high win rate. But
yeah,
it's basically like, if you could even play 2 things off the top, it's like it drew you 2 cards.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just bored of. You may look at the top card of your library.
Yeah, it happens a lot, but it's just like same with like the was it the Chocobo, the green one. But as long as you get like if you ever play stuff off the top of that, it's absurd.
Yeah, it's still absurd. I'm just magic wizards. Yeah. I mean, obviously absurd.
All right, that's it for Final Fantasy 4 cards. What is your crazy combo, jank combo?
I'm going to talk about Kefka, Court Mage. I like Kefka, but the first half doesn't really matter. If you can flip Kefka, I think everyone kind of realized this, but I'm still going to say it's a 2-card combo. So if you're running Kefka in your commander deck, you're going to want this other card. So flipped over Kefka says, whenever opponent loses life during your turn, you draw that many cards. You just jam Psychosis Crawler as an example. There's plenty others. So Psychosis Crawler is a 5 mana star. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your hand. But whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. You draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. Kefka says your opponent lost life during your turn. So you draw a card, and then Psychosis Crawler sees you draw a card, makes them lose a life. Kefka sees they lost a life, you draw a card, rinse and repeat. They're dead.
Draw your deck, they die.
Yep. Easy peasy. So if Kefka's your commander, jam Psychosis Crawler for a 1-card combo. Lots of mana.
All right, and my crazy card this week is Brassnat. It is a 1-mana 1/1 artifact creature insect with flying. It doesn't untap during your untap step, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 1 if you do untap it. For the longest time, when I first started playing, I kept saying this has got to be one of the worst cards in Magic. I still really haven't found a use for this card to be good at all. But it's not the worst card because there's cards that like make you sacrifice all your forests when it comes into play. So
yeah. Being an artifact,
it's a bad card. It's not the worst card.
Being an artifact makes it up there too. From being the worst. But paying 1 for a 1/1 flyer? Ugh.
That doesn't untap unless you pay 1.
Paying 1 every single turn for a 1/1 flyer. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. It's kind of cool. You wind him up and he goes. That's like paying the 1. You gotta wind him up every single time.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that's going to be our episode. Don't forget, you could support us directly on Patreon.
And we got a Discord that if you want to come out and hang out with us,
you want to pick up any of these cards, you'll see them in the videos we put at the beginning, but you can use our TCG Player affiliate link. If you want any protection sleeves or deck boxes, you can use our Heavy Play code MTG Place for 10% off. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Peace.